And today you get to learn about center. So what center has to cover in basketball is basically all of this sideline and about a third of the three-point line. So it's about halfway between right here and the orange cone right there, and you're going to be covering all those three-pointers. You also have to help out with the lead down there with matchups. You know, like in case he's over there and watching the matchup and you see two people posting up over here, and it's starting to get kind of aggressive, you want to be able to help him out and make some calls with that as well, because he's not going to be able to watch two matchups at the same time if he has something right in front of him. Another thing that you do with center is that whenever the ball goes out of bounds, if it goes out of bounds like dead right here in the corner, you just take a step or two up, and you want to set them up right here because you don't want them passing the ball in behind the backboard, because that's pretty much impossible to make that pass. Yeah, so.
Well, another thing you do with center is you're responsible if the trail is marking a three, you are going to mirror them with that, but also since you have this vision on this side, you're looking for the fouls that are going to happen on the rebound down low. So you want to be able to open yourself up. When the shot is in the air, he's looking to see if it goes in the basket. You're looking to see if there any action goes down out here, if it's a foul or whatnot. Another thing is just going up and down from the three-point line. You don't really want to go behind or like beyond that and coming down. Just don't go past the baseline, of course you're getting sort of like the leads area down there. But yeah, and also since you're on this side, if a three comes up in this question. Yeah, I got you.
Come just a little bit closer. What he's saying is, when you're working the center, you don't want to go below this block. Your starting position is right off of here. So where John is, that's where you start. The center will not go above the three-point arc if at all possible. And you will not go basically below this. You get a little bit of freedom to work, but you're not going to go very far. If your lead rotates, he hangs out for just a second, and you let the trail come back down, and then you pop out. But you don't want, come here. If John's got this ball, here's the ball.
No, if I got this play.
You've got the ball right here. So he's got a good look at this, right? If I have my lead over there, he recognizes he's going to have a count on this. So what's Sandy going to start to do? He's going to rotate over because it's probably post play. So if John's got this look right here, my trail comes down. Is he going to move yet?
No.
Why?
Then he's looking at his back.
Exactly. Don't be too quick to leave at center. Now, John knows, hey, Danny's over here. If there's a turnover, what does he become? Becomes the lead on that side, right? So he's going to have to go. But he doesn't want to leave yet because the ball's still here. Because as soon as you go up, leak out. He now doesn't know if we got a hand check in here. So hang out here. If that shot goes up, the step you want to take is right here. You want to take a step down. Because inevitably, that shot goes up, you're like, see ya. Oh crap, I got the rebound, I got to come back. So at center, take a step down. And you've got your matchup here. If your trail marks a three-pointer, let them mark it. You won't mark it. So there should only be one mark. You both will count it, but there's only one mark. And then on the rebound, you talk about the rebounding stuff in here on the weak side.
So we have the weak side rebound. And what you're looking for there is for the box outs to see if they're using their elbows properly and if they're not like wrapping their legs around each other like that. And also with weak side rebounds, you're making sure that they're jumping straight up for the rebound. And we don't make over the back calls. Well, we do make over the back calls, but what we call them is that it's like a push. And that's how we define the over the back. So if they're going up for the rebound,
all right,
and make a push.
You see the height difference here? He's got a good 1.5 feet on there on a good day. So if that ball comes down and I jump and he doesn't, I still am not getting the ball, right? So does he displace me? He's over the back, right? But I still got to go up and try to get it. If I put a butt into him and then he pushes me forward, now it's on him. So don't confuse that don't penalize him for being athletic or being tall. So if he's tall and he's just like, yay, I got it, Sorry, sucks to be short. I know it does. So just don't penalize him for being tall on the rebound.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. It's just the shoes.
It's just the shoes, yeah.
I need some platform.
And going back to the three-point line, so basically the trail is going to have that section over there, but you're going to have basically that midpoint over here, so that'll be your area. And another thing you're looking for is a lot of times you'll have screens at the top of the key or in this area down here, and make sure, again, like he said, don't follow the ball with your eyes. You got to make sure that matchup is like finished before you move your vision, because something could happen. You know, if you don't see that guy move that extra step before you like look away and see the ball moving.
Center's the toughest part because you get lost here. Inevitably, you're going to have this, where they're going to square up. You've got a good look here. This guy's going to drive. The lead's going to press the part and not be over here. And then we're going to have a shot go up right here. And the lead's there, your trail's there. And you're going to have to make this call because it's on this side of the bucket. As you can see, the cones, this is all the center. So if a foul happens over here, it's primarily going to be a center call. So he's got to step down. You don't want to take steps into the floor. Step down, step up. Because that keeps you out of the action. I tell you this from experience. I'd step on the floor, I get yelled at. I went to camp, they're like, what the hell are you doing? Step down, step up. This drive goes, he wants to try to maintain it, so he'll take a couple steps down until it's too far, and then he'll take a step back up to see the back side of it. So you want to work that sideline pretty hard. You talked about the weak side rebounding is huge. You also have, if the ball goes up, you've got any of the supports up there. So it hits the strap, the cable, the flat bar. It goes over the top. It can hit the side, it can hit the top, it hit the face. It's all in play. It's got to go over the backboard to be out. What else do you have?
What else do we have? Yeah, so you also have off-ball screens as well. So what you're looking for those is that they're not sticking out their legs, they're not chicken legging it. If any of you guys refereed flag football as well, you're already familiar with it. Whenever they're like blocking someone, if they stick their legs out, they stick their elbows out, then that's an automatic illegal, well, it's a block, that's what you call it. And also for posting up, you have to make sure, you have to watch out for the same stuff that the lead's watching out for whenever you can see it, of course. And on free throws as well, what the center is going to be doing is that he's, depending on whichever side, he or she, whichever side they're on, you're going to be helping the lead watch out for lane violations whenever they release the ball, because they're not allowed to go into the lane until the ball hit rim?
It's until the ball hits the rim.
Yeah, they're not allowed to start boxing out in the lane until the ball hits the rim, as you guys know already, of course. What else?
John, the ball goes out on your side over your center. How do you all adjust to get the ball back in?
So if the ball goes out on the center side, you're technically, the lead needs to come over to help you out, to help administer on the baseline, and then the center is going to be the one that hands them the ball, and then you're going to turn into the trail after you give them the ball, and then the new center will be on the opposite side, of course. You want the lead to always be on the side that the ball is being inbounded on, even if it's on the baseline as well. And so if the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline and the lead is the one that has to help them out, then you're going to turn into the new trail as well. And then also for press breaks, because we do have some teams that also press as well. In general, for a center, if the ball is being inbounded right here and they're pressing up really hard, if it's like that all game, you may have to move up a little bit. Instead of normally being at the half court line, you may have to move up a little bit to help alleviate some of the pressure off the new trail as well. And then you're just going to be following the ball as it's going up court, and the trail is going to be watching behind, and then the lead's already going to be there as well. What? Talked about press breaks. We're good.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind, John brought up the point, is we want the lead to be on the side. So think, as you go to inbound the ball, you should always check that your partners are ready. And part of that is also checking that they're in the right spot. So if we're inbounding the ball on one side and we see that we're the only one on that side, someone's not where they're supposed to be. So we should all have 2 people on the side the ball's being thrown in. So make that glance, double check where everyone is. And like John said, if you're in center, you're going to shift back and the lead's going to come over here. And our trail over there is going to shift down the center. So good work.